the wall. I spoke about how the Yasuo was potentially something I thought could be played in this composition, and I like it, especially after seeing that Sion be blocked in. There are a ton, and it is interesting as well. Renekton really has changed from what he used to be 2-3 years ago. This champion was all about the early game. You saw it picked, and it felt a lot like a Darius, where you were just expecting it, hopefully, to get many kills as you could in the early stages. Oh my god, is that a solo? Oh, it is!
Oh! Champion mastery. You give this guy a melee champion, and you watch him run wonders.
In terms of those objectives towards that feat of strength. And so, more than happy with the way that this early game is playing out so far. Every single second that we get to calmly talk about this set, because not getting any grubs when you've got a Ziggs comp, it feels a little bit bad, but I think more than that, it would really help out EDG to be able to actually take these towers at anywhere near a comparable rate. Oh, hang on. Whoa.
They get the knock-up on the satchel into the last breath.
Dead.
ThunderTalk are continuing to impress with their confidence and their calm.
ThunderTalk in this game number 4.
Almost.
Angel, I mean...
They're one short. Angel, you cannot lose this 1v1 to Hoya, right? He's got
like
the
they
slow.
do.
Hoya's flashing for it. All right, we're getting tricky with these distorts. Try and get around the Sion. On the flip side, ZDZ is getting 1v4 dove here. The dominance buys him some time, but not enough time. And it does seem like Angel escaped a very disappointing 1v1 loss there into the tank Sion.
I mean, Tank Sion does a surprising amount of damage. It's similar in a lot of ways to what we've been seeing with the Skarner, just tanky and shredding. Setup, we've complimented him a lot, but this is an awkward position to be in.
Yeah, this is a guaranteed kill here. Setab should fall. Question is, where do they want the gold to go? They do give it to Xiaohao's Kha'Zix, who
Kha'Zix pick up a kill, and that is now going to be that Youmuu's completed. So that is a good spot for Xiaohao to be in, but yeah, we're going to need to see more from this Kha'Zix to really justify the pick.
And there goes feats of strength for ThunderTalk. That will guarantee it. The Dragon will grab them their third epic monster slain.
And they'll just grab the tower, because why not? You know,
why not?
Make sure you
get all three. Satchel charge, I mean... there needs to be a study done for what to be powerful in the opposite. And like we've mentioned so many times, if ThunderTalk win this game, they will be 2-0 in Group C with a 6-1 scoreline, holding the tiebreakers over both LNG and EDG. But EDG are trying to make a stop to a 1xN. Well-timed flash gets them out of the Pop Blossom. We talked about how the Ziggs is just so hard to lock down, and you got to see it finally on the Rift.
Really great reaction times right there out of 1xN to get the satchel charge down.
It can be flash, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was just timing on the satchel charge, and that engage happened in the blink of an eye. Pro players' reaction times really is impressive, and 1xN seems to be among the best in that regard. And now, because you've learned all of your engage tools in that attempted play, you see the push forwards right here onto the tower, and you are just going to lose it potentially.
Whoa! Flying in is Angel. Thought he had just enough damage, but 1xN limps away. ZZ teleporting on the backside with the Dominus pop. They're going to have to leave Hoya for Doom. Yeah. So ThunderTalk pushed their limits a little bit too much there, trying to play for the mid-1 turret.
Oh, but he gets the ward, so it's worth, right? It's worth.
Silent players are agreeing with you right now.
Every little helps, right? Yeah, it is a nice response right there out of EDG. They recognized that ThunderTalk had stepped up a little bit too far. I thought 1xN was just about going to be able to get the satchel charge down to take down that turret. Then they could have potentially flipped the switch and gone for that play. But it was the teleport in from ZDZ. Yeah, you now lose it. A little bit late, after you've unfortunately had to sacrifice your top laner.
Is that upset with the first place spot, which would be pretty powerful.
Crazy.
But still, this game, a win, virtually locks them. I think mathematically wouldn't totally lock them, but would give them the resume. It would be
a wild set of games for that not to happen. Oh,
1xN
just
looking
instant.
to get picked
He's
off,
instant.
But once again, he uses the satchel charge to set up. Oh, strangle or the snare comes across from Wink to at least get the trade, but it's once again Setab getting set up by his AD carry counterpart. Dredgelight gonna land. He's gonna lock down the LeBlanc. Do
just
they have the CC? Knockups, kills, and Hoya gets his revenge onto Angel. And there's no way for EDG to contest this Rift Herald now. ThunderTalk are just too damn good in these last couple of games.
1xN does lose his life, but again, the reaction times to be able to get that satchel down, nearly survives. It takes the Nico jumping in with the Blooming Burst to be able to actually pick up that kill, and that's a very tenuous kill at that. Oh boy, this one once again feeling like ThunderTalk are just in control. We're going to see the top lane tier 1 tower fall as well, and the gold gap up by about...
Will assure ThunderTalk soul point at relatively 19 minutes if they want it. Doesn't look like they're content with the dragon just yet. They want to go for that mid tier too.
They're doing it again. They're waiting to put their opponents in situations where they can contest because they want you to contest them on these drakes. Usually you want the uncontested, not now. This is an interesting engage right here out of EDG.
Xiaohao, I mean, he just doesn't find a way in. They're trying to buy time for Angel on this flank. 1xN should fall. He's more than low enough, but Angel can't find a way in. And there's the last breath once more off the satchel charge from 1xN. Gets EDG vanquished, and now they can grab themselves a very, very early soul point on the Cloud Drake.
It's so juicy when you don't go get the Drake initially when it would be free, and your opponents know you haven't reset. And they know that you've got some low health bars from the previous team fight. Things that different people play, potentially going to be, you know, moved around to change the lines of these that are drawn in the sand. For the minute though, a push through onto the mid lane, establishing control here, establishing control in the top lane. There it goes.
Get it? There we go. Mid tier 2 down. Wink is disguised as Callista W to get the Pop Blossom. That's a new one I haven't seen.
It works!
Then gets eviscerated by Xiaohao. Beichuan goes into the stasis as Hoya and Feather on the front side. Satab is here, but is he too late to this fight here? Doesn't get enough damage down. Does get the last breath, but it's on to ZDZ. Beichuan goes down. EDG have a life. It's an ace in the most climactic moment.
That's exactly what they needed, especially with Atakan now spawned. They can go pick themselves up this buff. No longer are they going to be getting jumped by a ThunderTalk that don't fear death. And what a fight that was. What did we say? What did we say? Wink on this Nico needed to find the Pop Blossom of Dreams, was disguised as a minion, got into the backline, and splits the front line away from the backline long enough that we get to see this Xiaohao pickup of the Kha'Zix pay itself back off. You get the kill, find somebody stepping just a little bit out of line.
Curious how much longer Voracious Atakan is set to last on these champions. It looks like another basically 45 seconds. You can see the agency that EDG play with on that buff. They're diving between turrets, make sure 1xN doesn't get a chance to even interact. Good pick found once more. How much can EDG get off the back of it?
Like they're going to be able to go and pick themselves up a top lane tier 2 as well, and this is a very risky situation. Hoya is obviously very tanky, but still face checking into the darkness right now. There they go!
There's another clutch Wink Pop Blossom. Down goes Beichuan, and next should be Hoya. And keep in mind, all these trade kills, they're not kills, they're just fake revives. Xiaohao's going to sacrifice himself using that ult just like ThunderTalk did a game ago.
Exactly, this is the EDG, again, that we've been looking for. We got to see them in Game 1. Apparently, they pop back up for us in Game number 4. And that was a really nice set of plays right there. I mean, Hoya stepping up into the darkness wasn't necessarily... Oh, what a catch.
It's the satchel charge again onto Assume this time. You thought it was going to be the Nautilus setups, maybe the Zyra knockups, Sion knockups. Nah. Welcome to Satchel Last Breath combos from ThunderTalk.
Yeah, that's the knockup that people think of when they think of Yasuo combos, right? And this could be a walk down. Wink now potentially caught out of position, trying to buy time for Xiaohao to be able to pick up this Drake.
He gets CC locked and punched in the mouth by Hoya's Sion. The Drake is being taken in the background, but I don't think Xiaohao can run it down in time. No. Xiaohao just leashed Cloud Soul to ThunderTalk.
And this is the issue that EDG, and I don't know if ThunderTalk are feeling as confident as usual in just forcing their opponents to walk into them and allowing a team fight to happen whenever.
Just got to be wary of that Pop Blossom and flank angles. Xiaohao does have that spell shield to front an initial dredge line, but you could see the difference 30 seconds of Vision Wars make. We had pink wards up past the Baron Pit for EDG. They had a ward on the enemy red buff. Now, this entire river completely dark.
They are walking into an incredibly scary situation, and this is the joys of the Zyra. You can start it up relatively easily. EDG, though, they are going to contest.
1xN here, teleports in for both top laners. This could be the split decided for EDG. If
Oh,
ThunderTalk
no.
have anything to say about it,
Oh,
CDZ
no.
flies in, Pop Blossom
Whoa!
to 4! 1xN is down. How much more can EDG get on the backside? Beichuan's going to flash himself out. Feather and Satab kite back safely. Hoya in the middle of everybody. The last breath onto 3 from Satab in the background. He has Assume
He's
in
huge!
his sights, and Satab does it again. Pop Blossom be damned. EDG be damned. ThunderTalk team fight their way to a win once more.
And this is what we wanted from this game. The Pop Blossoms are huge. They managed to land onto so many members, does Wink. But in the backline, it doesn't matter. Sure, you lose 1xM, but Zetav, this is his game. And what a performance it is, managing to land that last breath onto so many people. And they stop the Baron at least. Nobody gets the Baron. We get to do this fight all again.
Thought they had more kills than they actually allotted with those combos. Only pick off ZDZ and
I mean, people were
Assume
blinking. The health cost was so
yeah. But now they get to teleport in. 1xN, Beichuan, the plants, Satab's damage. They're just going to rush this thing down. Angel can't TP in. ZDZ can't TP in. There's nobody here but Xiaohao to watch as the Baron crumbles. It has to be a hero steal. That's the only option, but Xiaohao's not even going to get a look at this Baron. Purple banner onto 5 for ThunderTalk.
trying to deal damage to anybody. Zetav specifically could potentially have been assassinated by having your Kha'Zix nearby, but this is the way the EDG team fights go. When they choose to go for engages, it goes wrong so often because not the whole team is on the same page, and if that was the best possible team fight angle that EDG were going to find for themselves, and the outcome was that they lost almost all of their kills and a Baron, yeah, this game might be a little bit over.
They're really selling this mid lane to try and cover for the Elder spawning soon here. We're getting such an early Elder because all 4 opening Drakes went over to ThunderTalk, but they don't relent. They push all the way down mid. They get the inhibitor down, and Feather's hunting for Angels. Use that depth charge time and time again to pick off this LeBlanc. And the Inferno Bomb, one more auto will get it. Feather sets him up, and Satab and 1xN knock him down. It's been the tried and true recipe this entire series for ThunderTalk, and now they're looking for the killing blow. Hoya spots out Assume way too far up. Both engaged champions are flying in. How many hops he got, Assume? Because you're gonna drop. Second kill through, and Nexus turrets are exposed. ThunderTalk are going for the killing blow.
They've got a Ziggs. They can go for this. The Baron empowered minions pour in. They've only got the mid wave to work with, though. Xiaohao's trying to go for a flank.
ZDZ goes in with the dominance there, goes down the Strangle Thorns, he gets knocked up once more, Pop Blossom through for Wink, but there's not enough damage in the chamber. They're all out of gas, EDG fall, ace to ThunderTalk. They talk the talk in the Demacia Cup, but they rest themselves into the playoffs with a lightning bolt of destiny. ThunderTalk 2-0 Group C, we'll see you in playoffs.
Oh, what a victory. That is 3-1 is the comfort zone right here for ThunderTalk Gaming. And what an